Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about coming into the new and releasing the old. On this path, when we're expanding and we're embracing our authenticity and we're coming to learn more about who we really are. And as we start acting from this place, this truer place, this authentic place, what's going to happen is we're going to run up into our old beliefs and patterns. We're going to just run into these old feelings and emotions and fears, maybe anger and sadness. And what's happening is, to become a more expanded version of ourselves, to grow, we have to first let go of the old. And to let go of the old, we have to allow it to come up so that we can see it clearly for what it is. And we have to be willing to love the old and tell the old that, thank you for serving me. Because that's the thing, the old vibrations, the old beliefs, the old patterns of who we used to be, these did serve us. They've helped us to grow into who we are now. They've brought us clarity into what we want and what we don't want in our life. And when they come up, it's so essential that we honor them, thank them, and love them. And I'll give you an example in my own life. So my entire life I've been terrified of real expression, of really putting myself out there in a real way, and of really going for anything, in a public way. And the reason is because I have been so dependent on validation of others my whole life, and of acceptance and approval my entire life. I couldn't even risk putting myself out there, because then that came with there was a chance that I wouldn't be accepted, that I wouldn't be liked. Even worse, I could be disliked. I could be shunned and not approved of if I were to put myself out there in a vulnerable way for others to judge. And so it really kept me limited, and I wouldn't take opportunities, I wouldn't take chances, because I couldn't allow this false version of myself to have any chance to collapse, to be destroyed, or to be hurt and wounded by negative judgment from others. So now with this YouTube channel and my blog, I'm putting myself out there completely raw and authentic in like the most intense way, in the most direct way. So all these older feelings are starting to really come up, and they're coming up in layers, and they're panicked, and it's fear, and it's these feelings saying, are you sure you want to do this? Because what if people don't like it? And what if you take criticism? What if people think you're crazy? What if old friends and family see it and they think that, oh wow, what happened to what happened to Matt, And that's what these feelings are coming up and saying. And in my own life, it's been so important for me to see these feelings and to say, thank you. I know you've served me, and that you are just doing your best to keep me safe. But I'm expanding now, and we are safe. And I love you, but I don't need to create with you anymore. So I'm honor you, but I'm moving on to a new vibration, to a new way, a new perspective. I'm anchoring new beliefs, and you're no longer needed anymore. So you're free to go, or free to reintegrate into my newer vibration of self-expression and authenticity, and a place where I'm starting to truly believe that my wholeness and my feeling of enough comes from within, and it doesn't rely on any type of approval from the outside. And I'm coming to a place where I'm more focused on how can I give the gift of myself, how can I give my gifts without being so fixated on what am I going to receive in return. Starting to realize like there's so much wholeness to be felt and found in just giving authentically and generously, and having so much of what's inside come out to share with the world, that movement in itself is the payoff. That movement of the truth of you coming out authentically with love and generosity, and you just giving everything you can with an open heart. That movement gives you the wholeness that you're always seeking when you're wanting attention and approval from others. Because getting attention and approval from others is a bottomless pit. There's no end to how much you'll need. You get a certain amount, then you need more. Then you get that, and then you need more, and you need more. And it just keeps you in that cycle of wanting and wanting and craving, and it keeps you feeling empty, and you keep placing your happiness outside of yourself so that you have to keep chasing it with validation and approval. And it stifles your creativity because you're now creating to get attention instead of creating from the heart just to give your gift. And it really just pulls you away from your center because happiness is right here. And if you'll just come within and anchor into your heart and act through your heart and move through your heart and give from that place and just trust that life will support that movement and that you will be given exactly what you need to reach your highest potential, then you're gonna start coming into that wholeness feeling. And what's gonna happen is these old emotions that are tied to getting and receiving validation from the outside and getting the attention and the praise and the feelings of lack that you're not enough without others saying you're enough, those feelings are going to start coming up intensely and in layers, depending on how deep this goes for you. For me, this has been the movement, the pivotal letting go. The biggest hurdle in my awakening thus far has been having to let go of those false desires and needs. And the biggest thing for me has been learning to go inward and drawing my validation from within. But those old feelings are going to come up, and it's so important what we do when they come up. Do we shun them and say, get away, I don't want to feel this, I want to get rid of you? Well, then they're just going to intensify because they still have a lot to teach us in that case. But when they come up, are we going to say, thank you. I know that you've served me. I know you've helped me become who I am now. I know you've helped me get to the place where I'm ready to let go of you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have come this far, so thank you. And I love you. But I don't need to create with you anymore. And in that way, these emotions and these feelings can reintegrate into your being, into your new vibration, into your new expression. And that's what I'm going through. And if you're going through something similar, hang in there. This is a process. Savor it. Don't be in a hurry with it. You're exactly where you need to be. You're right on schedule. Thank you for watching, guys. Namaste.